the producer?
Hey. Look, this Sega days are coming soon. I'm just tired of waiting. And tears falling in my prayers. I've been crying for patience. I'm scarred. I gotta live the rest of my life with abrasions. You can't convince me that time isn't wasting. I feel like Hamilton the way I've been writing these pages. So you can call me, but you best be on time with the payments. So you can turn this off if you don't like what I'm saying. Or if these lines are too basic. Just know my life getting crazy. Times is getting harder, that could really spark an artist. And I ain't giving up for nothing, I just try my hardest. I say a prayer for the ones departed. A cold world, I just want to show how pure my heart is. But I see the comments, stories going around about the kid, but I'm so timeless, bad energy can't get to me. I'm the reason why we like this, allegedly. But once I see the best from you, that's when you get the best from me.
Okay, we are back. Happy Saturday. You know what that means. WWE Pod with myself and what's the nickname for this week?
Lando.
Oh, going nice traditional today. No extra stuff. Nice. So, hey, welcome back. We are doing our recorded live once again on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Make sure to check us out on there to let us know and figure out what we're all about. Feel free to give us any feedback on whatever feedback they give you on those sites. Make sure you follow all the socials, stay up to date with everything. Follow our gaming channels on Twitch and YouTube for our gaming content. Also, if you're listening via audio, feel free to give us feedback on that platform as well. I believe on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Spotify for podcasters. So, with no more wasted time, before we get into everything, Lando, how are we doing today?
Good.
Good.
Just did a first day of track club or run club with Sean. He's finally back.
Yeah,
Shout out Sean.
Yep, his link will be down below to see his new shorts about his everyday life. So make sure you go tune in and tell him Boss Hunter said welcome back. Also, I think one of his latest ones, either yesterday, if you see his yesterday one, Lando recorded most of the stuff. So let us know how his camera work is.
I'm a great cinematographer.
So yeah, let's get into the latest. So what we're gonna do to this week, since Stand and Deliver is gonna be this weekend, the NXT biggest PLE of the year, basically their WrestleMania. We're gonna do the Raw recap, the SmackDown recap, and then we're gonna give our Stand and Deliver picks at the end of the show. So let's get into it. No more wasting time. Let's get into Monday Night Raw. First up, Cody Rhodes and Stephanie McMahon kick off the show. Basically, Stephanie McMahon's giving Cody Rhodes some tough love, saying you need to be a different beast, a different animal if you want to beat Randy Orton at Mania and retain. And he's right. I mean, she got to see firsthand what Randy Orton's capable of in his glory days, which is he's still capable of. So Cody Rhodes definitely needs some tough love to get toughened up for that matchup versus Randy Orton.
Yep. And I feel like that slap is all he needed. And we just saw him do something Friday night too. He's random. He said he had voices in the head too. That's it. Very intriguing to me. Because I'm a Cody fan, and he said he has voices in his head too.
True. Hey, we'll find out. Will it be enough? Next week is the go home show, so we'll see. Because I think, is WrestleMania next weekend or the weekend after?
It is pretty from the week at the 13th to the thingy.
So the week after next week.
Yes, the week after next week.
Okay. Next up, we have a little street fight for the tag team championships. The Usos versus The Vision, and now, apparently WWE is going all in with celebrities this year, and it looks like Speed will be involved in this tag team rivalry. Speed was in the audience at MSG. He accidentally hit LA Knight with some brass knuckles and accidentally cost the Usos their championship gold, and now the Division are champions, and they are aligning themselves with Speed to protect them, since Logan Paul and Speed are cool in real life. So how do you feel about A, what happened, and B, Speed's involvement with all this?
It's nice to see them putting in celebrities for some matches, and Speed can actually wrestle. I think he could be a solid wrestler if he were to join the thing. So it's nice seeing them involving celebrities in matches. But do we think Speed is gonna be in like a tag title match or tag title or tag match or just him against LA Knight at Mania?
It could be either one, to be honest. It could be 3v3, but I'm guessing they want to do maybe because I do think that the Usos get the rematch potentially either at Mania or at Backlash. So maybe at Mania they could do 3v3, and then at Backlash they can do the actual rematch for the tag titles. But we'll see.
Yeah, cause Speed got thrown into the damn his in the damn screen in his stream, and it was crazy.
Yep. Okay, next up, Liv Morgan promo versus Stephanie Vaquer. Yeah, they got a little bit of screen time last week, and they made it work with their 45 seconds of beating each other's ass. Now, this time around, they get a little bit more time, but Liv Morgan talks her shit. Stephanie Vaquer talks her shit. But then, to save the day, Roxanne Perez returns to help even up the score. Well, not even, or make it 2v1. So, yeah, I mean, this feud has been better than Rhea Ripley and Jade. So, I think even with limited screen time like they did, because Jade and Rhea's been getting a crazy amount of screen time, while Liv and Stephanie has been getting not much. So I think even with a little amount of screen time, this women's feud has been better. Just has a little bit more substance.
Yep, you're the live expert, so you should be the one talking about this segment specifically. But yeah, I honestly I do feel like this one's kind of been better, but eh. We'll see what happens at Mania.
True. Next up, the women tag team titles. Oh, Sosa wishes that was him. So oh yeah, because our friend Sosa was there, so he got to see this in action. He must have said, "Replace me with Bailey immediately."
Sosa says I want in.
I want to tag me in. So
Shout
yeah,
out Sosa.
yep. Tag the Sosa Warriors, Nia Jackson, Lash Legend. They end up retaining their tag team titles because once again, tag team turmoil. This time, Charlexa and the Bellas got involved in this tag team championship match, so they retain, and we end up getting a fatal four-way tag team match for the titles. Now we all know this where it was heading originally when all 3 or 4 of these tag teams got involved, like a month or two ago. So it's nice to finally have it in fruition, to have it actually happen. So yeah. Also Nikki Bella might be away for some contact because he injured her ankle apparently on SmackDown last week. So she will be there, but she's rehabbing and probably won't do anything physical until Mania. So how do you feel about this build up for this women's tag team match?
I could tell you it's better than last year. Certainly an upgrade, and uh you know you you got these women who can put on a show for you. Very hard hitting, big, heavy, hard hitting woman, and I think these women could put on the show. And the build hasn't been as much as I wanted to see because it's just like, oh, they're just having matches and oh, look, they're just gonna interfere and then they just beat each other up at the end because that's basically what's happened. I thought a little bit more promos about would have been nice because they're just beating each other up, but yeah, I these women are gonna put on a show, very big, heavy, hard hitting action in a fatal four way.
Absolutely. Let's see. And also, I think our preview, our pick show should be live in a couple weeks anyway. So make sure to stay tuned. Next up, Brock Lesnar, Obafemi. We get no action this time. Triple H steps in to make sure to retire to reserve this epic match between these two. What we call them, Lennon?
Mega Meat Monster Maniacs.
Mega Meat Monster Maniacs. Yeah. So yeah, the Big E match of the year. So Triple H has stepped in. He even showed up to try to make sure they don't fight each other so they can be both healthy as possible for this matchup. So yeah, I think this is a good idea. Keep the people waiting, keep the people anticipated for this matchup. And that's what you got to do. You got to build up Oba, and we already know Brock Lesnar. So keep them anticipated as much as you can until their matchup.
Yeah, and also make Oba look as strong as possible toward WrestleMania, because that we already know how strong Brock Lesnar is,
Yep.
but we I think they're gonna just keep having him be in like matches and him like dominate and make him look that strong, and then once they get to WrestleMania, it's pretty strong stamina momentum from Brock, and then pretty strong momentum from Oba. Oba because he's just been dominating everybody, and then Brock Lesnar because he's just Brock Lesnar.
Okay, true. Next up, IC Championship match: Penta versus Kofi Kingston. Penta retains, and right after Penta announces he'll be defending his IC title in a ladder match in the sky, since that's his expertise, and not a one, not a two, not a three, not a four, but a fatal 5-way. Penta, JD McDonough, Rusev, who else? Dragon Lee and
Javon Evans.
Yes. So yeah, that match it could be explosive. You have Rusev with the power. You have the Luchadors and Penta and Dragon Lee. JD McDonough could be a complete wild card. Who knows what he could do? And we have the bouncy one in there and Javon Evans. So it could be cinema. I'm glad we have ladder matches back at Mania.
Yep, because we know what happened last time when they missed the ladder match.
Yep. The next show, the Friday Night SmackDown following, they killed it.
Yeah. To be honest, they should have just put that as a WrestleMania, as one of the matches at WrestleMania. Because
Yes,
what did they have at? They
Yeah.
had the New Day and the War Raiders for the only tag team championship men's match that night.
Yeah, because it used to be Money in the Bank at Mania, I think, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, they should do that. They should have a guaranteed ladder match like that every single year.
Yeah. What do you think they're gonna do for the men's tag team championships at Mania, or are they just gonna do like SmackDown like last time?
Honestly, because who's even the men's champion right now? The Vision.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for Raw, and then SmackDown would be Priest and Truth.
I think Priest and Truth missed the cut. I think you don't have too much of a story to tell them unless it's they've beaten most tag teams. I don't think they would give a good enough story for Mania. Because I would rather have the Americanos face off over them. I would rather have Vision and the Usos face off over them. I feel like there's a lot of. I'd rather have Julia versus Tiffy over them. Because R-Truth is like 40 something. Damian Priest is a former world champion. I don't think that you have that much build unless they're planning something like rapidly. But yeah, I think there will be like one or two champions missing the cut for WrestleMania, and our Priest and Truth might be it, one of them.
Mm. All
But
right.
we'll see. Okay. Next up, I think we end the show. Paul Heyman promo. Seth Rollins is freed of his contract and the police. He decides to attack Paul Heyman, hits him in the back of the chair since he loves chair shots from the back. But before Seth Rollins can attack him any further, who else saves Paul Heyman? But it's Gunther. He's not doing much for Mania anyways after retiring AJ Styles, so I'm guessing they just randomly threw him here. But I do think it's an elaborate plan for Paul Heyman to owe Gunther a Brock Lesnar retirement match. So yeah, if you do me this favor, take care of Seth Rollins. I'll give you Brock Lesnar to retire to strengthen your career even further. So yeah, how do you feel about this? How this happened for this random ass setup for a Mania match?
First up, pause.
What do you mean?
He likes giving shots from the back.
For the chair.
Oof.
How many times have we seen Seth Rollins hit someone from the back?
No, I know it's just the way you delivered it sound very weird. But anyways, as you said, it was very random. I did not see that coming. Good, just Gunther appearing out of nowhere. but these two do have history. They can put on a good match, and this was just a fill-in match because both these guys don't really have nothing going toward them right now. Like both of them are not in the title scene as of now for like any title, so they might just slap two of them on. Because Seth was originally planned to face Braun, and then who knows who Gunther was gonna face at Mania. So
I think it was supposed to be
just
Ray.
oh yeah, and he's injured, isn't he?
Yep, pretty much.
But yeah, random slap on match.
Right. Next up, Io versus Raquel. Now, I think we might get a maybe custody of Kairi Sane match, Io versus Asuka, but we'll see. But yeah, Io Sky versus Raquel. Raquel beats Io because Kabuki Warriors get involved and distract her. But yeah, I think there's a custody of Kairi Sane storyline going on here for just to give Io Sky something to do at Mania besides help out Rhea Ripley. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Io Sky is one of your top people in the company, so hopefully you can get her to do something at Mania, even if it's not the biggest story. So, plus these guys have history with damage control and other stuff, so it's nice to give them all three of them something to do.
Yeah, and you should give your biggest stars something to do at Mania. Because if you don't, you're literally snubbing them from WrestleMania, which is the biggest show of the year. So it's good to see that they're giving Io Sky something to do at WrestleMania.
True.
Hopefully.
Yeah, and yeah, we don't know even we don't even know if it's confirmed yet for sure. And lastly, to end the show, no talk this time around, just straight hands. CM Punk puts Roman through a table to make up for last week, and the show ends. So yeah, it's pretty much just going back and forth, war of words, and then matching each other's energy. So yeah, we have two Raws left before WrestleMania. We'll see what happens. Does the family get more involved? Does CM Punk, since they both put each other through a table, they both got each other's skin. So what's next after putting each other through a tables and a war of words?
What's next? Mm.
I'm surprised he didn't talk about his dead dog yet.
No, I'm shocked too. I mean, I
He's a
would have went
Roman Reigns
if I
gonna
was Roman.
come.
If I was Roman, I would have went straight for the dog after he said that.
He's gonna come out of his entrance next week with a dog collar and like just dragging it across the floor with nothing around it. So this represents your dog.
What happens after? They're probably just gonna beat each other up again and then have another war of words.
Yeah.
I mean, these two are doing great building up this match. I mean, I really, they're
You
doing
really
a great job, and I can't wait to see what happens at Mania because these two can put are main event caliber guys, and they can put on a match for you. We've seen CM Punk do this with John Cena. We've seen Roman do this on multiple occasions with Cody and his tag match with The Rock and other stuff. But yeah, he could put both men could put on matches. Build up has been great so far for me, so I'm excited.
Okay. Next up, let's head over to SmackDown. Yeah, the Viper opens up the show with Cody Rhodes, and who is revealed to be the person with Randy Orton talking on the phone with? None other than ESPN personality, former WWE commentary player, Pat McAfee. Now, I was expecting Kevin Owens. I was expecting Bob Orton. I was expecting even Ted DiBiase, a lot of people, but Pat McAfee, I don't know. I felt like this surprise fell a little flat.
Yeah,
And they both jumped to
this
Cody
was
after.
this was like way left field. To be honest, I already ruled out Bob Orton and Ted DiBiase because Ted DiBiase was talking about like sometime in Las Vegas. So because they were in St. Louis, I don't think he was gonna be out like there. She's probably gonna show up like in Las Vegas. But yeah, I thought it was gonna be Kevin Owens. To be honest, because Kevin Owens would make the most sense in the situation. Both of those guys really were good friends, and Kevin Owens had a rivalry with Cody Rhodes at
Yep.
uh going to Rumble 25 in Indianapolis. So I think Kevin Owens would have made a lot more sense. Because, but this one was just far left field. I did not expect that.
Yep. Hey, we'll see how it plays out. I'm pretty sure Cody Rhodes will appear on the Pat McAfee podcast to beat up Pat McAfee and his friends. So, because
Well,
he said,
probably not his friends.
no, he said if you're affiliated with him, you know who exactly I'm talking about. I think he's talking about ESPN and he's talking about those guys he does the pod with. I think he's attacked all of them.
Not AJ Hawk. That's crazy.
He might have to. Next up, Michin versus Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley wins, but ends up getting jumping by Jade Cargill's baddies. But to save the day, Io Sky shows up and protects her friend. So yeah, I think definitely Rhea Ripley definitely needed some help. It was a 3v1 situation. I think Io Sky helps even up the odds, even though it's still 3v2. I'm still hoping for Bianca Belair to come through and make it 3v3 to even up the odds. But yeah, I guess we'll see. I think Io Sky and Rhea Ripley's corner if she doesn't have a WrestleMania match or maybe after her WrestleMania match with potentially Asuka or whoever. So it's nice that they got some help for Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's just the thing for WrestleMania. They're just Jade Cargill and her friends.
Baddies.
Friends. Ooh. Okay,
Baddies.
whatever you want to say. Her
Baddies.
just are just gonna beat up Rhea Ripley until Mania. I
Yeah.
think that's how. It's
It's her WWE version of the baddies. Because the baddies were the
it's-
AEW.
yeah, I
Right?
think this is gonna be, huh?
This was the AEW group with Jade Cargill was called the baddies.
Yeah,
So this is her version of the baddies.
WWE version of the baddies.
Yes.
But yeah, they're just gonna keep beating her up until the freaking WrestleMania arrives. It
Pretty much.
and I think they might interfere in the match too. Now that we think about it,
Probably. Um, so how you been feeling about the Jade and Rhea build up?
um,
Or move on. Yeah.
a little bit bland for me. There was only like one or two promos, and then there's just Rhea getting jumped for the most part.
True.
But I would love to see like more diversity, like how Roman and Punk is going on right now. But
Yeah. All right, we'll see. Next up, Uncle Howdy defeats Tamatonga and gets back his lantern. Now, I think they might. I think the White Snakes and the MFTs might miss WrestleMania too. To be honest, because I don't know if they'll do. I don't know with the MFTs losing the lantern and the White Snakes getting their lantern back. What's left for them to do? I mean, the tag titles are no longer on either of their sides. The MFTs are apparently breaking down with each other at this point. I think we're going to see a situation where we see neither of these teams at WrestleMania as well.
yeah, I have no clue what these two could be in next. I really don't know, and it's probably gonna be like the only thing I can see is just the tag teams on SmackDown actually return. Can we get Motor City Machine Guns, White Six, Street Profit? Where the hell is the Street Profits been? Matter of fact,
Facts.
Where the hell's Fraxium been?
Yeah, with even with 3 hours, there's still nothing for them to do apparently.
Yeah, it's insane.
Maybe we get Solo versus Tamatonga.
You have one of the best tag team depths in like in wrestling, and you don't even use them. You only use two people. You only use like two tag teams.
The MFTs and Tongas.
This all the shine that SmackDown tag team roster is getting.
Yep.
Start using your other tag team SmackDown. I want to see the
Street Profits.
Street Profits, Montez Ford and Dawkins.
Yep. So next up, we got a promo between Sami Zayn and Trick Williams hyping up the WrestleMania match, but Carmelo Hayes interrupts saying he deserves his rematch after what happened last week. So a reluctant Sami Zayn hesitates, but he does grant Carmelo Hayes' rematch as the main event of that SmackDown. So yeah, with how that match, we'll talk about how that match ended up. But do you still think we're gonna get a triple threat match between Trick, Melo, and Sammy?
At this point, maybe. It's very slim now because of what just happened in the main event, and we'll talk about that later. But I I would have loved to see Trick and Carmelo, but the Sammy's got to get a spot on this Mania card too. So I guess that's the only thing they can do with him as of now in the Mania card.
Yeah,
But yeah,
we can skip this. This one didn't really matter.
yeah, that one I don't know
Cardinals
what.
versus Black. This one didn't really matter. I don't think neither of them will be on WrestleMania.
They're probably pre-show match.
And not even a pre-show match, I think.
I don't know. WrestleMania doesn't even have pre-show matches no
Yeah.
more.
Okay,
Bring
so
back the pre-show matches.
they should. Next up, Bailey and Lyra versus Bliss and Flair. Bliss and Flair got the W, but once again, more tag team turmoil as the Irresistible Forces attack everyone involved in this match. So yeah, we're pretty much going to get tag matches and then people interfering right after. So I think that's how it's going to be the next 2 weeks. So it's going to be hard to gauge who actually gets the W in this WrestleMania match.
Yeah, it's basically all it is. I mean, I really don't have to say anything else. It's just, oh, you get tag team matches of the people who's gonna compete for the championships, 2 out of the 4, and then those 2 fight. One wins, the other 2 gonna come out. Oh, they're all fighting. Oh, one's doing a flying somersault. Oh, big slam, big power slam, annihilator off the top rope. And it's just yeah, that's just all that at the point.
True.
That's all we're getting for the past 2 weeks. For the next 2 weeks.
Yep. Next up, R-Truth and
Lando.
Damian Priest versus Kit Wilson and The Miz. Danhausen gets involved. He curses the ref, and before the ref can count 3 for The Miz after he hit Truth with the skull-crushing finale, his arm cramps up and he can't count. And then Damian Priest takes advantage and he gets the W while the ref counts the pin with his other arm. So yeah, it looks like we're gonna get some. I don't think R-Truth and Damian Priest will make it to Mania because I think there's gonna be one champion left on the card or 2, and these guys will be it because there's not much of a story to tell with so much little time left. But I do think we might get the Priest, Kit Wilson, maybe Jellerbill, and Danhausen tag team Mania match, hopefully, because they keep getting featured as a team on every single week with Kit Wilson and Miz. So
Or they could do a tag team title match like the SmackDown before Mania. Because I
R-Truth
don't
is
think
50. No.
because here's the thing, they're probably not gonna be on the title card match card, but they're probably gonna put them on either Raw after Mania, SmackDown after Mania, or the SmackDown before WrestleMania. Because I mean, there's you still want them to be on WrestleMania weekend or WrestleMania week, but if you don't want to put them in the thing, you might as well put them like before WrestleMania or after WrestleMania,
True.
right? Because you still want them
Yeah.
fighting champs.
Because always the people always tune in not only during WrestleMania, they tune in to see what happens the day after WrestleMania, the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania, the Friday Night SmackDown after WrestleMania, because some big things can happen there as well. Someone debuts, someone returns. So maybe we get Sol Ruka after Monday Night Raw.
I don't know.
Possibly, we'll see. Because yeah, we'll talk about that in the pickups though. Next up, I think the last part of the show for SmackDown. Then we'll head into our pickups for Stand and Deliver. Sami Zayn versus Carmelo Hayes for the championship for the U.S. title. Carmelo Hayes hurt himself, well, story-wise, in this match with his leg. He was in the corner while the Rock was checking on him. Sami Zayn, who was a goody two-shoes before and didn't take advantage of certain situations to help win a title, he does not hesitate this time around. He runs full speed at Carmelo Hayes. The ref gets out of the way just in time, and Sami Zayn lands his haluva kick on Hayes to win the title. And now we get officially Trick versus Sami. I don't know if Carmelo Hayes still works his way into the title match at Mania, but how do you feel about Sami Zayn's character now? he's taking advantage of certain spots so he can win.
I mean, we might get. I don't know if that teased anything, but that might be a tease of a heel turn or something. Because it's been pretty long since Sammy's been heel at Mania. Or no, at when he was in a part of the Bloodline, which was like a couple like 2021, 22. Yeah, it's been a while since Sammy's turned heel, and it would be really nice new flavor of character for him if he turned back to heel because he was pretty. He wasn't. He was solid as a heel, so it would be nice to see him turn heel.
True.
And
I don't think we need him to turn heel, but I think a little tweak or alter turns character is much needed. Just like Cody Rhodes, I think if you change like him taking advantage of certain situations, like how he did it before, I think that's a nice tweak. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Mania now. So before we get into our stand and deliver pickums, we now have Lil Yachty is going to be at WrestleMania as a special guest appearance. We have Speed, we have Jelly Roll. Who else? We have John Cena being a host. Is there anyone else celebrity wise that's involved? Just those four, right? I think.
there might be more, but I don't know.
Yeah, there could be more. So we'll see. I mean, the bells are technically. Well, we'll see. Well, yeah, we'll figure that out eventually. So yeah, let's get into our stand and deliver pickums before we head out, so we're not wasting too much time because we're at third. Yeah. Okay, let's get into it. We'll go right here. Share this tab instead. Okay, our stand and deliver pickums. This is the order I think the show's gonna happen, so we'll see. First up, this is gonna be like we talked about earlier, the pre-show match. The birthright crew, Lexus King, Charlie Dempsey, Finley's son, Stax, and Ariana Grace versus the Belly Twins, Eli Knight, Shiloh Hill, and Miss Ren Sinclair, the new Speed Champion.
Yeah, good. Congrats.
Honestly, I think you get Birthright the win here, to be honest, just because they're a new group. They need to be more established for the new year for NXT after Stand and Deliver. So I got them getting the W here.
I feel like the opposite. I just have I have a conscience of where this match could end with the Belly Boys doing little belly squish to one of the Birthright members and picks up the dub for them. So belly squish,
Gotcha.
big belly action.
Big belly screen powers. Next up, yo girl, Mariah. Oh no, sorry. Blake Monroe versus Tatum Paxley for the North American Championship. Also, don't be too loud so Christina don't hear us, so she can use our picks and then they end up losing. Yeah, Tatum Paxley, Blake Monroe. I got Tatum Paxley. She just got this. It would be a shame for her to lose it this fast. Plus, Blake Monroe is already a North American champion, so yeah, I think Tatum Paxton needs to develop and win more with this title and get some more belts, get some more title defenses underneath her with this belt. So I'm gonna go Tatum, no Jason here.
Yeah, I do think this is Tatum because it is her first title defense, and I feel like Blake Monroe could be at a point where she could start going for the main title and the women's NXT title. So I think she loses this and then she tries and go for the main title because you might as well, right? Because she already kind of gotten her reign as North American champion, so
Yep.
have her move through the ranks and try and go for the women's title. Whoever wins it between JC, Lola, and Kendall, because we know who you got winning that.
Yep, we'll see. Next up, we have some tag team action. NXT tag team titles are on the line. Los Americanos, who beat Birthright to get the chance for the titles, versus the Vanity Project, the Preppy Boys. Now, this one is tough for me because I can see either one winning it. Apparently, the WWE Universe has been loving Los Americanos, especially this gimmick. But these guys just came up from Evolve as well. So, honestly, I think the Vanity Project does keep the titles, but it's 50-50 to me because I think these guys are going to be more on NXT than these guys, than Los Americanos. So I think they do need to bring up the prestige of the tag team championship. So I'm going to go the Peppy Boys.
I think Jackson Drake is gonna screw the Americanos because don't forget Vanity Project does have Jackson Drake too. So
And Los Americanos has the other Americano as well.
actually,
You think
yeah,
he'll be there?
probably.
True.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be Vanity Project just because there is one of their first title defenses.
Yep. Next up, Mr. Stephanie Vaquer, the guy who can't hear the voices in his head. Miles Bourne will be facing newly returned Johnny Gargano, who is not depressed anymore. Well, for this match only, for the North American Championship. Now, personally, I love Johnny Gargano. He was amazing in NXT. He had a lot of great matches and moments, but I think we need to build up Miles Bourne more as a character and a champion. So I'm going to go Miles Bourne here. Wait, is that what happened? Is the audio or?
The man who can't hear the voices in his head. All right, that's a new one.
Randy Orton Jr. Yeah.
All right. Um, I think because Johnny Gargano says I don't he said in his promo I don't if I lose then I don't know what's gonna happen. I think we get a shocking win here, and I think Johnny Gargano picks up the win. I think he's gonna shock the world, just like he did like a week ago. Because realistically, what else do you got for Johnny Gargano? Really don't got anything else for him to do. Just come back to NXT, win the title.
Next up, the battle of the lovers or besties, whatever you want to call them. The battle of Soul Ruka versus Zarya. Yeah, they were former best friends. They did everything together. Zarya basically jealous of all the shots that Soul was getting. Royal Rumble spots, championship matches and opportunities, call ups to the main roster, and Soul was on John Cena's retirement tour, PLE. So, yeah, who do you have winning? I'll go first this one.
I think Zarya is gonna win, just so she can like actually like gain some momentum. And as you said, Soruka is at a point where she's basically done everything, and she could just be like moved up to the main roster as soon as possible. So I think Zarya is gonna win. She's gonna gain momentum. There's gonna be a huge win against Soruka, double champ, and I think Soruka is gonna move up to the main roster, and then Zarya is gonna try and win some gold.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think Zarya gets the W here. She needs to be. It's time for Soul to move up, even though she sadly won't have a NXT Women's Championship run in her resume. But everything else, North American champion. She was a speed champion as well. She was the double champ. So, yeah, she's been hyped for a while now. So it's time for her to go up, and Zarya will take care of NXT from here. Hopefully, she can be a women's champion soon. So, she definitely needs to get built up more in NXT.
Yep. And then
the last two matches. First up, the women's NXT Championship match. Now, the show leading up to this on Tuesday night, I believe on Tuesday a couple days ago, there was a crazy finish where, as the ref was counting 3, Kendall Gray was pinning Lola Vice. But at the same time, when the ref hit 3, Kendall Gray tapped out because it was a finisher and a submission. So it was submission and a pin. So to make things right, Rob Stone, the GM for NXT, said since it was too close to call to give one victor to the other, we decided to make a triple threat match. So yeah, I swear to God, if this girl gets away with another thing, well, plus I think her faction hates her now. Again, Fallon Henley seems a little upset about her role since she didn't get help for her speed defense, but she helped Miss JC Jane. So I think that they might screw her over, or they won't, they won't help as often. So either way, I'm going Lola Vice. Kendall Gray just got here. I think she'll have plenty of time to grow in NXT. She seems to be a fan favorite already with the straps and all. So I think she'll get her time eventually. But I do think Jason Jane does lose the title, and eventually Fatal Influence gets called up as well.
Yeah. And the thing
Well,
is, I have Lola Vice, but it's not the way you think it's gonna happen. Remember, Sexy Red is hosting Stand and Deliver St. Louis.
Yep.
Do we remember the iconic moment her and Lola Vice made at Battleground? I think we get Sexy Red beating up Laney and Fallon because they try to interfere in the match. We get some sexy slaps. We get some red punches, and I think Sexy Red is gonna help Lola Vice win. And also, I don't think it's gonna be Kendall Gray because she just got here, so they're not gonna make her
So
win.
as a celebration after the match, they're gonna recreate Battleground.
Oh yeah.
Okay, on to the next match. We'll see about that. Next up, which I think everyone believes will be the main event, the last match of the show. Fatal 4-Way for the NXT Championship. The Friends, Saints, and Paige versus Fatal 4-Way versus Hendry versus Tony D'Angelo. Now, personally, after this match, I do not see Saints or Paige winning. I think they also get called up. Well, maybe not Saints, but I think Ethan Page definitely gets called up after this, since he had a really successful run as North American champion. Probably he was arguably one of the best talents in NXT for a while for the past year. So I think he calls up. So I don't see him winning. I think Saints maybe stays a little while longer, but I do think Joe Hendry retains. I don't know. I'm torn between Joe Hendry and Tony D'Angelo, just because Tony D'Angelo has done a lot in this company, even though he stayed there for forever. He was the few people to beat Obafemi. He's also a North American Championship. He beat Obafemi to get the North American Championship. So
You also got the Heritage Cup Championship.
yep.
Or
So
Heritage.
I think they do build up Joe Hendry more as champion a little bit before they finally give it to Tony D'Angelo. So I'll give it to Joe Hendry. But I wouldn't be shocked if they gave it to Tony D. Oh. Good thing we can't play the music. We would have got sued if we played music. Copyright.
I'll take Joe Hendry. I think I don't think Tony D'Angelo's plan is just gonna work all in all one motion just like that. I think it's gonna take a few steps for the last part of his plan to work. So give me Joe Hendry.
Okay. So yeah, those are our picks. We won't be live streaming this because we usually watch NXT with the family. So, but we will be streaming WrestleMania. So make sure you stay tuned to our socials for that. So, yeah, Lando. That's our Monday night recap, our Friday night SmackDown recap, and our Stand and Deliver predictions for tonight. Stand and Deliver will be at 7 p.m. I believe free on YouTube. So yeah, no Peacock. It's just going to be free for everyone to watch for their entertainment. So yeah, I don't know if that's bad on their part for losing a streaming service and not being able to stream on any services, or a good part for the fans so they can watch the show for free. I think, I don't know for sure, but we'll find out eventually. So yeah, last words before we head out.
Oh, we know what we about to say.
No one's debuting after Stand and Deliver on NXT.
Oh, all right.
Maybe.
Maybe just like go work out, have fun, go get some abs, look sexy, stay juicy. Oh, that was corny as hell.
For me, I want to shout out one of our fans on our supporters on TikTok. Actually, before we end the show, I just want to make sure, Lady, you know where I'm going with this, right? You know where I'm going with this?
Oh, really? I think I might know where we're going with this.
Yeah, I want to shout out one of our newer fans that just joined the TikTok club, Ian. Thank you for your comment and the photo in the comments of one of our latest videos. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being a goat. So I just wanted to thank him visually as well on our WWE pod. So hey, if you're watching, thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Appreciate
I'm
it.
gonna get you, Ian. I'm gonna get you, Ian. I know you. I know you're gonna be watching this right now. I'm gonna get you, Ian.
I just wanted to give him a quick shout out. So yeah, also, seeing the day one, day two journeys for fitness, keep it up as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yeah, with that being said, that has been our WWE pod. Next week, we'll try to recap. We'll recap the latest on WWE, including Stand and Deliver. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna lose? Who's getting called up for the NXT? And then the week after that, our WrestleMania picks. I'm excited. So yeah, with that
Oof.
being said, thank you for tuning in on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Make sure you like and comment down below, subscribe, put a notification so you know when you're watching or when you want to watch. Feel free to follow our socials to stay up to date with everything. Our audio platforms if you want to listen as well. And where will we see you next time on Lando?
We'll see you on next time on Baller Central. Ian, I'm gonna beat you up. Peace.
Deuces.
Did you feel this way when you fell in love with Jean?
Oh, look. I felt that way lots of times.
He's a producer?